Hi, I'm Jason Seaman. I'm the Program Director for the Emergency Medicine Residency at Spectrum Health, Michigan State University. I would like to thank all of you for your interest in our program and for your application. I would also like to congratulate you on being offered an interview. We're extremely fortunate. Every year we receive over 1,200 applications for our 10 intern positions, and we typically interview about 100 people each year. So there's something about you that's very appealing to us, something that we think would fit in well with our family here at Spectrum Health. Typically on interview day, we have an opportunity to sit across the table from each other and get to know each other a little bit more personally. Obviously this year, because of COVID, we don't have that opportunity because everything's going virtual. But I still wanted to reach out to you and tell you a little bit more about myself and about my philosophy and the culture I'm trying to instill in our residency program. Personally, I was born and raised right here in Grand Rapids. This is my home. I currently live about a mile away from my parents, and that's something I'm extremely proud of. I went to Wabash College for my undergraduate work. I then got a master's degree from Grand Valley State University, and then I went to the University of Health Sciences for medical school in Kansas City, Missouri. After graduation, I did a traditional rotating internship at Cook County Hospital in Chicago. And then I came right here to Grand Rapids to do my emergency medicine residency training. Now, when I first started my residency, I knew I liked the educational component to a residency program. There was something about the faculty-resident relationship that really appealed to me. But what I found surprising is as I went through residency, I found myself drawn to wanting to be an administrator, to be an associate program director or a program director of a residency program. So once I graduated, I stayed local here in Grand Rapids for about a year, trying to establish my own practice parameters, getting my own clinical feet underneath me, and becoming board certified. Once I did that, I took my first faculty position at Doctors Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. That's the EM residency program affiliated with Ohio University. I was their core faculty member and ultrasound director for about 4 years. I then transitioned and became the associate program director at the University of Kentucky in Lexington. I did that for a short period of time and then became their program director. Now, I can't tell you enough nice things about both of those programs at Doctors Hospital and the University of Kentucky. They're terrific residencies with awesome faculty and wonderful administrators. But as life and luck would have it, I had a very unique opportunity in 2011, and that opportunity was to come home to my home city, my home institution, and my home program. So in September of 2011, I came back to Grand Rapids and joined Spectrum Health as the Associate Program Director for our EM residency program. At that time, I also became the Clinical Competency Committee Chairman and Director of Recruitment. And I held those positions for 6.5 years under Dr. Brian Judge, who was our Program Director at the time. And I learned so much in that time frame about myself and graduate medical education. Personally, I've been married to Lee for 21 wonderful years. We have 2 young children. I drive a minivan and I have a golden doodle. I am living the American dream right here in Rockford, Michigan. When I have the opportunity to talk to candidates about our program, I usually break it down into 3 categories. The first is academics, because let's face it, this is a residency program and it's based on education and training. We have a very well thought out, intentional curriculum at this program, and I can back that up with 2 pieces of objective data. The first has to do with the ABEM in-training examination. That's a national exam that every EM resident in the country takes at the end of February. Every year, all 3 of our PGY training classes score well above the national average on that examination. The second piece of data, which is probably more important, is that in the 43-year history of our program, we have had 3 residents fail the ABEM written examination on first attempt. And when you consider that we graduate 10 residents a year, that's a pretty incredible pass rate for a residency program. The second category I talk about is the administrative success we've had. It's something that students don't often think about, but you probably should. Our last ACGME site visit was September 2018. The result of that site visit was 10-year full accreditation through the ACGME. Our next tentative site visit is April 2029. I think that 10-year accreditation speaks volumes about our approach to this residency. We are extremely organized and very efficient. We take pride in the policies and procedures we establish, and we follow the rules and regulations as set forth by our institution and the ACGME. Finally, I'd like to talk about the clinical experience we can provide you. We're a Level 1 adult trauma center, but we're also a Level 1 pediatric trauma center. In a previous welcome video, I had mentioned that with us, it's not either or, it's both. And that's true. We're both an acute care tertiary referral center, but we're also a nationally recognized children's hospital. And together, we have over 168,000 patients a year come through the front door to see you as a resident physician. And when you combine that clinical exposure to our academic success and our administrative philosophy, you'll really get a true sense of what a unique program this is. Let me take just a minute to tell you a little bit about my philosophy towards the culture that we're trying to establish here in our residency program. I believe that being an emergency medicine resident is a job. It's an important job. It's one that takes a lot of dedication and a lot of time. But at the end of the day, it's a job. And it shouldn't be any different than being a teacher or a banker or a lawyer. If your job is the most important part of your life, you're probably not going to be exceedingly happy, and you're probably not going to do that job well for a long period of time. There's got to be something else in your life that's more important, something that is of highest value to you. For me, that's my faith, that's my family, and those are my friends. My job comes somewhere after that. And it's not to say that I don't take my job seriously or that I don't work hard at it, because I do. But it's not the primary vocation in my life, and it shouldn't be yours either. There will be a time when work is going to feel like it's the most important part of your life. But if our program is successful, two things will happen at that time. Number one, you'll have the self-awareness to recognize that there's been a temporary shift in priorities within your life. And number two, and more importantly, you will have the support and the tools to reestablish an appropriate work-life balance. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit about emergency medicine residency in your future. I think that you can practice emergency medicine for the rest of your life wherever you want. If you want to go to New York City and work in a trauma center, or you want to go out to rural South Dakota and be the only physician in their department, that's absolutely fine. That's great. We support both of those endeavors. But you really only have 3 years to learn as much about this specialty as you possibly can in an organized and structured fashion. And that means that you really have an important decision coming up. Which program are you going to trust with your education and your training? I give you my word that if you come here and you trust us, we will support you every step of the way. And you have my word that we will not let you lose sight of what's important to you as a person. On behalf of our entire residency program, I'd like to thank you for your interest in our program and in academic emergency medicine. But I'd also like to congratulate you on all the success you've had up to this point in your career. We really look forward to meeting you on interview day. In the meantime, if there's anything I can do to help you along the way, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you.